Hello, we made it. So we are live now we had few little technical trouble, and we are trying to make it happen. I must confess that it's the second time we're trying to do that recording and that live. So I'm happy to welcome you here today. We are on the first English-speaking live of Econolibre of all time. It's not really true because we do a lot of Zoom session and everything in English, but as a live, as a recording, that's the first one we're doing. And we're starting with a great place to start doing our English-speaking live. It's in Portugal. And I'm going to welcome our guest tonight, José. He's going to introduce himself. Here you are. Hello, José.
Hello, Jan. Thanks for being here and welcome all our listeners.
And welcome to everyone who will watch that video tonight or the following days. We have a regular, we must confess, a lot of technical issues. So we're going to try to produce something so people can watch it anytime in the future, because really we are starting different things. I will also, during the course of the evening, explain why Portugal and what's going on in the Lusophone world is important, because Jose knows a bit about it, but I'm involved in that world also. So, first, Jose, who are you? What happened with Libre Currency?
Oh, okay. So I give lectures in the university and study currencies, community currencies, and social currencies. And so I was into the world of community currencies already, studying about this, giving courses on how to make how communities could build their own currency or their own ways to make trades. Okay. And then during the pandemic 2020, I listened talk by Cristina Coutinho in the O Mundo Festival, Lisbon 2020. And she
Mhm.
was talking about Moeda Livre for the first time. Yeah, so that's how I enter the
Yes,
currency
that's
world.
the revelation. You received the revelation.
Yeah.
And even the name, Moeda Libre. What is that? Libre, Moeda Libre. So,
Yeah,
go
well,
ahead.
I mean, she was the thing that interested me most when she was talking, because I already knew about all other kinds of currencies, local currencies, was the fact that Moeda Livre, the creation was on each individual, not a single organization. So it was distributed build up. So every one of our humans in the community were able to create their own common currency.
Mhm.
Any other currency was different from this one. So this one, that was the thing that most intrigued me. And then when I tried to figure out more, I read the white paper from Stefan Laborde and so
Mhm.
on and so forth. So
When you were introduced to the whole thing, yes. Lately, we're every one of us who are pioneers and involved in moving and teaching and presenting about Moneda Libre, we always look for concepts, for simple slogans, simple idea to present to the people what it is. And I'm Christian, and lately I was just thinking about how to explain, simply what is Moeda Libre, and I found a biblical idea will, really relate to Moeda Libre. In the Bible, there's something who happened in the Old Testament called the manna who arrived every day for the people to be able to eat and to survive and so on. Every day the manna was there. No matter what they were doing, the manna came every day. The manna came every day. And I said, that's the Moeda Libre. The Moeda Libre is the manna. Is the manna.
it's a nice metaphor, Jan. So yeah, in a way, that's it. And I was also in that time, or some years before, 1 or 2 years before, I was translating Secret Economics from Charles Eisenstein. And he also talked about currencies and so on and so forth. But the thing is, one thing that he was saying is, if we have the basic insurance of our life, what would we do? Like we were more artists. There will be much more artists. There will be much more fun. That will be much more happiness in the world. I think
we will take care of our real needs instead of enriching some dude somewhere for whatever reason.
That kind of work that people say, oh, who was to pick up the trash? Yeah, maybe someone would pick up the trash just for the fun of this.
You know the answer about picking up the trash? You know, in a world where everybody could do whatever they want, it's very simple. You pay 10 times better the people who pick up the trash. You give them a very good salary. And believe me, there's people who will pick up the trash.
Yeah, not only that, because you want to have that experience also, but it's on your own will, not because you are obliged, because you have to pay the bills, blah 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 blah.
The thing the people have to understand, and we introduce them to that, is that it's a community currency. It's for community. It builds community. We're not egotistical on our side. It's a common thing. It's a common good, actually, really. And what we have to know, like picking up the trash, one of the reasons you see neighborhood where things are bad and the people, is because there's no community. But in a real community where everybody is living together, helping, sharing and things, people will pick up the trash. People will
Actually, Jan, there will be no trash, I think.
There will be no trash for all.
Because we use compost for organic things. We use cardboards for kids to play. So I think trash would be a different way of.
The old neighborhood will be our house. Not just the little thing where we are, the room where we are, but everything around will be our house. And you clean your house. You don't let your house in a mess. Okay.
Yeah, so that's it.
There will be no problem of picking up the trash.
Yeah, when we talk in our markets, I always talk about community first. So, and I don't say that MOEDA LIVRE is the panacea for all the solution of all the problems, but I say if we integrate MOEDA LIVRE in our community, money creation stops to be a problem.
Yeah.
And then we can focus on the real issues like health, education, safety, and so on. So the money creation now, it's a problem because it's centralized. It's in the power of some institutions and that. And MOEDA LIVRE is decentralized. So and every human, not only geographically, but also in intergenerations, like Stefan predicted, like you can have this equality between generations and between geographical areas. So
we already have children included in the system. The next generation already in now.
And in France and in Africa or in Angola, for example, if we have a community there, they generate the same amount of MOEDA LIVRE or Junists each day. So it's
all over the world. All over the world.
Yeah.
There will be no third world country, whatever. Everybody at the same level, at least at the level of creation, monetary creation.
Yeah, that's it. So
there's no problem of distribution anymore.
Going back here in Portugal for the first moves or steps that we did. So after we encountered 2020, the talk from Christina, she also had build up the first site where she want to to talk a little bit more and interact with someone that listen or find MOEDA Livre. So I found that site. She was talking about that on the lecture. And
Is it MOEDA Libre Portugal? Okay. Let me show it. Let me show it.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So and then I sent her a message, and I was also looking at a post from Sandra Fernandes saying, "Can we just know more about this, or can we make a market, or can we do something?" And Christina was saying, "I don't have so many time, but go for it, you too." And so I challenged Sandra Fernandes. Oh, let's do something. And then the first thing we did so let's meet online, because it was all pandemic. We're still at our houses. And the first thing was meetings. Each month we have a meeting online, and we were talking about other people to join us in the meetings. And
Give us the year. What year was that? So we know in time.
2021 January.
Okay,
So
January
January 21 we started meetings, and then I think in March we invited Capis to talk to us about MOEDA Livre. So he was kind of our mentor for the first market in Portugal.
Explain a bit who is Capis. Who is Capis for people who don't know Capis?
Oh, he's from Spain. So he's really a good member, really active member in Spain.
He's the pioneer of
pioneer.
pioneer of Spain for MOEDA Livre.
Yeah, he was here in Portugal last October, and we finally met in person. But I'll talk more about that later. So in the beginning, 2021, first meeting online, and then March we invited Capis to talk a little bit more. And the first thing we did was, because we were not members, but we could already open our wallets, so we did that. We opened online wallets as non-members, and we did the first transaction in Portugal. Was actually from Pedro and myself. He was a farmer, so he had some vegetables. And how we got the first Junes was because I translate a video. The first one of the first videos that talked about the Junes, we translate that to Portuguese. And Corinne from France, she gave us some Junes, and with those Junes, we did the first transaction from Portuguese between Portuguese people.
Pedro, that's historical.
Pedro and myself, I bought him some vegetables. And then Sandra Eleno also joined, and she made a transaction online using GChange.
GChange. It's a website. GChange. Maybe I can put it so people can see.
Yeah, I think it was in July or June. She was really excited about that, and she was saying, "Oh, this works!" And so then the three of us, so Sandra Heleno, Sandra Fernandes, and then some others, Pedro, Luisa Oliveira, and we made the first Economics in November happen, November 2021. Okay, so the first, it was not a market. So the first interaction that we invited people, it was the game, the Economics.
So Economicus is a game who show people the difference between monies.
The non-free money, non-libre, and the MOEDA Livre creation. So it was really nice. Then we had a talk after the game, and then we decided to make the first market. Okay. Yeah, and so we did the first market in the spring after, so 2022. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
How
know
many?
because our password from the market account has a 22 on it. So
Yeah, that's common. That's not the best, but that's common to do a password with the year. Okay, so give us some numbers. So we are in 26. So let's say it's been 5 years in Portugal now, and
yeah.
give us a number so we see how widespread. There is how many cities, or district or whatever, and how many people you think from the first one you described. After 5 years, what's the result? What's going on? And we talk about more.
So the first market happened here on the Lisbon area in Linda Velha in the community center.
Hmm.
And then after a while, I think half a year or 1 year, we heard about Capis told us about a market happening in near Covilhã, Fundão, so near Serra da Estrela. Someone that were not related to us. So that was an interesting thing that currency, it's not centralized. It's actually really decentralized. So we don't have the power to build up markets in Portugal. Anyone can do it.
Yeah.
So this is the proof that a market was happening and they didn't know about us and we didn't know about them. And only Capis knew, I think. Then he introduces both and say, "Oh,
Okay.
look, Africa was the main organizer." So Africa was saying, "Oh, you are doing the market, yeah." And so she, in the next market we did in Lisbon, she was here with us. Oh, we did also a market there. We can exchange experience and that. And so during these 5 years. I know that in the market of Serra da Estrela, so in the center of Portugal, happens every month.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, they have a community that gets together there. It's not that big, but they have this frequency of every month doing the market. Okay. In Lisbon, we did the first, then we try to make it happen every 6 months.
Okay.
We experienced difficulties on having products and service being exchanged. We don't have so many producers of vegetables, and when there's a vegetable producer, it disappears in an instant because in the cities we lack much of the products that we have
Yeah.
or that are produced in.
That's a common. It doesn't matter the country where the MOEDA LIVRE is right now. That's a common thing. That's the different step we have to in the movement. We have to overcome to succeed. The first, we can say that to the public in English who are not aware. This year in 2026, we have migrate our blockchain to a new computing system, much more efficient than the first one we built. We built the first one in the 2010s, the last decade, and we started in 2017 to launch the Junists, the first currency of MOEDA LIVRE. But the software and the system was not perfect, let's say like that. So we needed to change, and we have built in the last 4 years a new computing system, which means technically we moved to a new blockchain, and we have a way more efficient software now, and we are ready technically for bigger crowd, bigger number of people. And but there's other things besides the technicality, the code and the software. We have other things to overcome because people have to understand that you may have a technical system, monetary system, but it doesn't mean you have an economy who correspond to the system. You may have the money, but you need to build the economy. And that's why people have to join us in France, in Spain, in Portugal, in Brazil, and hopefully soon I will talk about that. That's what I just said, in Brazil, because okay, I can say it now. I'm moving to Brazil sooner or later. It's just a matter of money for me now, and we need more and more people to join us, because the more people we're going to be, the more things will be available in services and goods and so on. So I'll let you continue on Portugal.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing that I also say in the markets, that when someone wants, how do I make a market, and I say, first build a community, then the market will and the money creation, it's the easy way. The community is the hard thing to build. Yeah.
Networking. We have to network.
Yeah. And here in the city, it's too many services that sometimes it's difficult for us to exchange one to many, because it's really difficult for a teacher to teach in a community that is only from here and from there and from so on. So yeah, so
you could do online. Nowadays you could do things online. If you're not physically next to each other.
Yeah. But even though if the community is small, so it's hard to have the needs fulfilled from the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah, but then okay, so in the first one it was here Linda Velha, and some people joined in the market, and they then tried to bring this to their own community. So one was in Sintra, it happens there some markets. Another one was
I think we have a video about the Sintra one.
yeah, we have. You can put that on. Yeah.
Okay, so but I'm not sure, because I got two videos. I don't remember
It's the second one. Yeah, the second one.
Okay, I will start with one video, and we're gonna show the second video.
Okay.
So we're gonna see if it's so. We're gonna disappear, and the video is gonna come up online. And so what we're doing now is showing videos. We show the markets in June, how we do it, and those two videos are what's happening in Portugal.
Esta moeda não tem como propósito a acumulação, até porque ela vai crescendo constantemente e ela só funcionará se a comunidade for forte. Então não há... Ela tem o princípio de equidade, tanto temporal como espacial, o que significa que todos os seres humanos são iguais perante esta moeda. Todos eles podem criar a moeda ao longo das suas vidas, e estejam eles na cidade ou no campo, num país ou no outro, criam a moeda por igual. Então não há alguém que consegue criar mais moeda do que um outro. Todos criam moeda por igual, com o propósito de ela servir para circular. Então ela circula, e o que traz força à comunidade é o que a comunidade consegue criar de bens e serviços e traduzir-se isso em bem-estar. Então nós não trabalhamos para ganhar dinheiro, nós trabalhamos para prestar serviço uns aos outros, para criar produtos e trocar com outros, e não para ficar com esse dinheiro a render juros. É uma moeda que não rende juros, é uma moeda que apenas é criada assim, gerada por nós, para ser um meio facilitador das nossas trocas e do aumento do nosso bem-estar.
Voila, here we are back. So give a little explanation in English of what we just saw.
Yeah, it was in Portuguese. I was listening and say, we need to put some subtitles on that for people to understand. So I was talking about MOEDA LIVRE, and it was happening in the market on the background, and it was the first or the second market or third, I think, happening in Lisbon. area, and we printed that currency first. I know for people it's not strange for the ones that go in the market, but then we are talking about blockchain, and then we see the currency on paper.
We have to tell to the people that it's a people's currency. So basically, we are the bankers, and we do whatever we want. We want it to have in software. We want it to have in banknotes. We want to. I mean, it's not banknotes in notes. We want to have it in coins. We do it the way we want. It's just a matter of decision of the local people what they want to do.
Yeah, that's it, and that's a good thing, a nice thing, because this October we had a fair because Capis was here, and MOEDA LIVRE was present on the encounter Iberico encounter of local currencies. So local currencies gathering, and we were there, and I asked for each one of these markets, local markets, to bring their own papers, currency on paper, to show the diversity that each market print their own paper. So, and we know that this is only a matter of figure, because the real currency is on the blockchain.
Yeah. We have to tell people that it's very secure and very well thought through. And the fact that we print notes sometimes locally is just because the people, it's practical, that's the main reason why.
It's practical.
Everything is very secure, and everything is basically in the blockchain originally.
Yeah, and when you do 1, 2, 3 markets, then you understand. And sometimes we already exchange using Cesium, and we don't use the notes, the papers. But it's nice to have the papers. I saw my son; he was there exchanging something and getting the note. And yeah, our community there, and as I was saying, then people gather there and they bring to their own communities. Some communities were thinking about building their own or putting the currency circulating there, but it didn't happen so far. But I know they are eager to try to. For example, in Sabugal, Viseu, Tomar, there are places where the markets are not happening, but they want to. The places where the markets already started and they have some frequency is so Serra da Estrela every month, Alentejo, Madeira also happens, I think, every month, and they have a Junitor computer, how you call that, node.
Yeah, the nodes in English, we.
Yeah, we have our Portuguese node is in Madeira. And we have Sintra and Almada and Serra da Gardunha also. So these are the places where markets are happening. So it's not that much, but we started only here. So I think now members, we are around 80 members, but more with simple wallets. Okay.
We're not going to talk tonight in details about the obstacle that the MOEDA Libre movement has to overcome. We have different steps to overcome. Like I said, the computing migration was the main primary step, and we have succeeded in doing it, and we're doing it actually as we talk in 2026. But there's other things to do. We're not going to go into detail tonight, but in the future video, and you could help in English, we're going to explain people how to develop a new economy. Like we just said, it's a networking thing. So we need to have more people to network with more and more people. But there's different other things also to do. We're not going to go into much technical details about developing a new economy. but we will do it in the coming the close future. But effectively, people have to understand, we need you to join. We need you to get in touch, to start to network, to communicate, to go to the actual G market when you find one in your area, and to go online when we do direct visio meetings online. Come and talk with us. Do things together, even online. And then I showed the website. We have J'echange.fr. We have girala.net, which is from Spain. And there's other website. I will show a little later during the broadcast a link of a website who's a catalog of all the websites talking about MOEDA Libre around the world. So there on that website, you can find information in other link to other websites. But the main word is networking. You need to join, you need to come and to network with us in every language we talk, Francais, Portuguese, Spanish, English, and so on and so forth. We have German, we have Danish, we have, I forgot all the language now in MOEDA Libre, but we are a good number of people, and I think we are 22 countries where there is at least 1 or 2 or 3 Junists in those countries. So it's spreading around the world.
Yeah, and coming back to the video, I was saying in the video like that people that join only to have accumulating Junas, it doesn't work because it doesn't pay interest, and they.
What's good about it?
Yeah, it's not built for accumulation. It's built to circulate. Yeah. It's built. Okay. It's built not to be an issue problem. So it's just to facilitate our community building and resilience.
It's the blood of the body, and the blood needs to circulate.
If
the blood doesn't circulate, it's not good. We're going to see the second video, so you can explain after what's the video, okay?
Okay.
Second video.
Está a pôr mesmo o ser humano no centro da criação humanitária.
Sinto que é importante as pessoas perceberem que não há uma única realidade, que nós somos obrigados a viver uma realidade e que cada pessoa pode viver a realidade que quiser. A Juna é um outro sistema, não é? Ou um tecido comunitário, vai a uma outra realidade alternativa àquela que geralmente as pessoas acham que é a única, e sinto que é importante as pessoas terem essas alternativas, poderem escolher de que forma é que querem viver, de que forma é que querem fazer as trocas, de que forma para quem é que querem contribuir.
O mercado dá a possibilidade de pessoas que tinham paixões antigas, hobbies, que já não tocavam neles porque havia sempre alguma resistência. Começaram a pôr as mãos na massa e a irem buscar ao baú os hobbies que tinham e a pôr em comum. E quando alguém põe em comum aquilo que gosta de fazer, as ligações que ficam são ainda mais honestas, mais puras, mais imediatas, mais consistentes.
É uma encruzilhada de pessoas, de experiências, de idades, de maneiras de estar na vida, e esta encruzilhada faz-se com muita harmonia e muito respeito.
Okay, give a little comment on the video.
So this is a Sintra market, also in the Lisbon area, but near Sintra. And they were talking about the human being in the center of the money creation. So kind of recovering our own will to make our life happening, and not in the hands of the others or some institution. And also saying, we can create a diversity of realities. We don't need to have only one reality that is showed us or given us by our parents or our society. We can create a different society or a different reality. They were also talking about putting your gifts in the community. So this is everyone has something to give.
Have talents, yeah.
Yeah, have talents. Yeah, they can build something, offer something, offer your time, offer a reading, offer something that you want to build that you never did because there was no market for it, the traditional market. But here, you have Junes created every day, so you can use them to kind of.
And actually, the MOEDA Libre market is the real free market. We never had a real free market. It never existed. Okay, that's is misusing the word free market. It's not free market. It's the institution, the state, the banks, or whatever, the multinational who control the so-called free market. So it's not free. But in MOEDA Libre, it's a real free market. And the market does is what people want to do and exchange. That's a real free market. We have a real free market in MOEDA Libre.
Yeah, and then you can bring those things and be recognized for that. And there was honesty also, talked about honesty. So because you can bring yourself there as a whole human being. So to be honest to yourself and to the community, not to.
What's on honesty? What's the name of the web? Who's behind the universal
trust, web of trust. That's yeah.
One of the major problems in our modern society is the lack of trust, because they're people steal and take from each other and blah blah blah, all sorts of problems. We need to be back to trust. And MOEDA Libre, that's the development not only of our economy but of trust.
Yeah. There's I give some lectures to some kids in economics, and there's a chapter about currency, and I make them to do some work on currencies and very different kind of currencies. And there was one that is the MOEDA Libre, and they are looking and finding sites to make the academic work. Okay. And then they are, but we can have money every day, something like, I want to join, and that's it. And then I tell them, okay, you join, but then you need to go there. How can you? They ask me, how can I join? You need to go there. You need to look at people in the eyes. Sometimes they give hugs, and if you only want money, you will never succeed in that community. Because it's not the point.
It's not about money. It's a money. It's not about money.
You cannot survive there looking with a smile. How can you, if you just want to have MOEDA Libre, accumulate MOEDA Libre, how then you can go there in the next market and look at people in the eyes? Then you cannot. Then you have a disconnect between what you are doing and what you want. And I think in the community that doesn't happen. And that's why I know you were going to ask me about challenges, right?
Yes.
One thing I see the community, we face some challenges. One is the eagerness of the community to build up and grow big, because then you can exchange. Sometimes I tell people that we cannot grow as fast as we like, because people are not prepared. They're not ready. They are not ready to leave the old way of doing.
The way to present it is that people dream of paradise. When you come and you say, "Here's the paradise. Open your hand. I'm going to give you the paradise." They are shocked. They are not ready. They say, "No, it is here. It is really now."
And there's a really nice question that they ask me and ask our members, and in the market they ask, how many are we? How big is the market? How many things are there? And my answer is join. Join your
You're
kid.
right. A good answer I give is when somebody asks me, "Oh, how many are you?" and what all the different things you have, and I look at them and say, "What do you bring?"
Yeah, that's the thing. Join because the thing is, we have the things that you can bring. That's the
And the thing you're going to bring, someone, me maybe, or you, or Jose, or whoever needs it. He wants it. So bring it. So if everyone brings something, and after evidently we need to, to have the professional to join, which it starts slowly, but it starts. Then you have a bunch of stuff available. It's just join the network. That's the first step.
That's the of course for we that are making the markets happening. Well, in the market, everything is okay. We are smiling and we are enjoying looking or seeing each other again. But we know that sometimes it's hard to live in this hybrid world, as I say. We have some bills to pay in the old non-free currency, and then we need to.
Well,
Yes.
that's why that's why people should join in mass. A lot of people join because the more we are, the more things will be available, and then it will relieve us. It's like a second parallel. It's like a car. You have the I forgot the name, the wheel on the back of the car in case one of the four wheels breaks. You have the supplement wheel to help.
Yeah.
MOEDA Libre, as the states we are now, is that it's a supplemental
Yeah.
It will help you when you. I mean, it's every day, but it helps you when you have needs. So at least join because you might need and it's gonna help.
Yeah, and what is being done right now? It's I talked with Anne and Amelia. Also, Shankar is really active on our movement. We are trying to talk online. Anyone that wants to be part of MOEDA Livre, we are in different parts of Portugal, so join online for conversations about MOEDA Livre every month. Even if we don't have markets every month, or we cannot see each other every month because we are spread, but we are making a new a group and a call, in online call. Every month wants to join just to talk. If you are new or you are not new, your fears, if you need help building your market in your area, talking about in 1 hour, just talk, just for us to see each other. I think.
Talk about the link we have. It's on Telegram, and there's a lot of groups on Telegram. Telegram is the main social network in MOEDA Libre, actually. And so, what is that group we see there? G1 MOEDA Libre.
Yeah, that group is MOEDA Livre Portugal. So then we put there the markets that are happening and some other informations. Every market has their own Telegram group, and for organizational purposes and communication for the area. And then we just publish in the main Telegram group for MOEDA Livre Portugal the when the market is going to happen, but each one has their own groups. I know for example, Saturday Estrela group, they publish what they are bringing to the market before the market happens, and the needs that someone have before the market happens, so I can bring to the market maybe it's something that I was not remembering to bring, and then someone asks, oh, do you have this, before the market. So it's also a way to communicate before just happening in the market.
Okay, let's talk now about the relationship of Portugal with the rest of the Portuguese world. Angola, Mozambique, I think, Brazil, and all other countries. So what is there a relationship already happening or something in the Lusophone world? Or
Yeah, we participate in the group, Brazilian group, but we are in the Telegram group, just being there for support if they want any advice how to make a market happen. But the thing, as we talk in the first place, Jan, is they need to have a community first.
yeah,
And not here
you
in
need to
Portugal.
have people on the ground.
Yeah, we
It's
need
always the same.
locals. Yeah, we need locals
And
that want to build the community
so
first.
you were talking about Mozambique. Do you know of other Lusophone places where you have people on the ground, Junists or even people interested?
There are not that I know in Mozambique or Angola or Timor or Guinea or Cape Verde. These are, except Brazil, these are the other ones that are related to Portugal. We don't know yet those. If someone local is interested in Moeda Livre, of course, I think it will be easier if we know someone here in our markets that then they go there.
Yeah, at least it could be online. At least that's what we did in the French world, because I'm a pioneer for the French-speaking world. Evidently, I'm French originally. We did that. We did a lot of things online where we met other people speaking French from other countries or other places. Like, for example, the French, like Portugal, has overseas territory, Guadeloupe and Martinica. And we had a lot of online meetings with the people from Guadeloupe, especially. So they started when they started MOEDA LIVRE in Guadeloupe. So that can happen also in Lusophone country. Mozambique, Brazil, and so on. It could be online first. For Brazil, it's a little exception because your servant here is going there, so I will be there physically. I can say I was there last year, 2025, for 2 weeks, and I opened the 10 first wallet in Brazil last year. So I know they don't do much about it now with it because there's no people moving them and leading them and doing things with them. But I'm going back there, and it's gonna move. It's gonna move.
Yeah, that's one interesting thing, Jan. That many of our community on Moeda Livre is francophone, so French-speaking. They came to Portugal. They are living here, and they brought this with them. So that I think the French are more making this happen in the world.
It's just because we started in France because it's a French invention, let's say. So we spread it, and like any Latin culture, we like to exchange and we like to do things. And I know it's the same for the Portuguese culture. We have to spread it to other countries, to other people, where we will understand each other through whatever language. English being the main language around the world right now, so it's very important that we do it also in English. And that's why here at Econolibre, we start to do a lot of things in English, because we need to reach a lot of people around the world who do speak English, but they don't speak Portuguese, or they don't speak French, or they don't speak German, but they do speak English. So English is important for spreading the knowledge.
So, Jan, I know that we are getting our time in the end. Just want to leave these final remarks, final message to the ones that are already getting, they are newcomers and they want to make it happen in their own local communities. So join us, make this happen. Try to make a market, or try to go to a market that is already happening, how it works. And first of all, see if the community wants to bring this, if there's, how can I say, if you hope for a different reality to build your different reality, different from the one that we have, that is work for paying. So to bring your gifts to the community, and anyone is welcome. and you can do this without asking permission. Of course, to be a member, you need 5 other members. Then you will be.
Well, actually, you don't even need 5 members to start locally to
yeah,
do market.
Yes,
The reason, Jose, is that we can send Junas to the people. If they need 10,000 Junas to start locally to exchange, we send them 10,000 Junas, no problem.
No problem. That's the thing. You can start if you have the will. You can start. That's the beauty on this. You don't need permission to an authority to start your own market. You make it happen, because then the Junas for your market will flow to you, because we are eager to help. I know, because it happens to us when we open the account for Linda Velha market. Then we put it circulate for the Spanish community, and they were just sending us Junas for it to happen.
Yes,
so
very, very prosperous and very generous community around the world. And whoever, whatever, locally on whatever country need Junas, a monetary mass, local monetary mass to start. We call it also crowdfunding, to crowdfund the local community. Just ask, and we're going to send you thousands of Junas to help you to start. There's no problem, okay?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Also, it happens in the markets. They say, you are giving me Junas for free, and we are saying, no, it's not for free. Someone gave the Junas for the market to happen, and then you are here. So we are giving you your time and your interest. So we give you back this for you to spend in the market, but it's not for free. Someone thought about giving this for the market to happen, and you are here, so it's for you and your interest.
And then after you give to others, and we carry on like that.
Carry on like that, yeah.
So technically, it's true, and you're right. When we have given away thousands of Junas to a local area, that local area, like for example Guadalupe, now gives away thousands or many Junas to another local area to keep on, developing things. Yeah. So what is your? We're going to talk about shortly, because the time is running, about what's the future. How do you see the future in Portugal and the relationship also with other countries? What's the future?
Yeah, I see the future there are already some communities in Portugal, and some also try to make their own local currency. That some things did not happen, or they are still using the national currency, but they want to change. What I think is more and more of these communities will adopt MOEDA LIVRE as their way of exchange goods. As they understand more and they start to make some experiments with in their own community. That's how I see. I think it will not happen with so much strength in the city, because in the city is harder to the community to bring or to connect all the time. That's my experience. I see in Madeira, for example, in Serra da Estrela, they get together every time because they have agricultural goods that they can exchange more easily all the time.
Okay. So what you're sharing is on the G market level, which is the basic way we exchange nowadays. We go online with this website I show first, and by the way, all the link in the website will be in the description of the video, so people can have the link after. But that's the first level. It's generally start with G markets and local exchange between people. But the next step, we're not going to talk about that tonight, but in Econolibre, in English, we will talk in future shows and lives. We need the professional to get into the system, to adopt the MOEDA LIVRE. And there's different steps to do so the professional can join us. We already have few professionals in France, especially, and in Spain. but it's very little for now. And there's reason, technically, there's reason why for a business it's not always practical to join the Junists right now. But we're working, we're going to work, and we're working on making it easier for the businesses to join MOEDA Libre. And why I said that is because you say effectively that in Big Sweden, c'est difficile, it's difficult to have the professional join. Well, we're going to help, and they will join. They will join more and more, as we said. There's different ways to do it. Now, you can, if you want to conclude the broadcast, we're going to close. And I was very happy to have you. First, because it's our first English-speaking broadcast, so that's something exceptional. But
maybe some years from now, 2 or 3, we can do the first one in Portuguese.
Yes. You know that my heart, that's because of Brasileira. My heart is linked to Lusophone culture. But we will do a lot of things, and probably as I managed to speak better Portuguese, we could do some things maybe shorter because I don't speak so well. Some things in Portuguese, especially on the giving news and on the explanation side of life. We need to really explain a lot of things, like the ideas and the slogan. We find out certain time to explain what it is. We need to do that in every language, and definitely in Portuguese. So it's not going to be the last meeting and talk we have together, that's for sure. So what else do you want to say to the people who will look at that video to conclude?
Oh, so you saw the smiles, you saw the faces, you saw the kids playing with the currency. So it's not so John, come and see. I think it's the last remark I want to leave here.
Good. That's exactly what people who will watch this video will do or have to do. Join. Come and join online, preferably in person. It's always better locally. But just join. Come in the family. Come in the network. Join because we're waiting on you. We have a lot of things to give to everyone and to share. And we want to see the new talent, the new people, what they bring. So thank you, José, for that wonderful moment together.
Oh, thank you, Jan, for being here and this talk. After all this trouble.
Yes, we had trouble, but we are making it, so it's going to work. That's not the first time, and probably in the future we will do something in Portuguese as well. So thank you. Have a great night. People, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Actually, that video is on live and it's going to be on replay in our new channel. It's called Econolibre USA, not because it's in the USA, but because it's in English. So we wanted a short way to tell it's in English. So now that's the new channel. I invite everybody to join the new channel Econolibre USA, and we will have more, evidently, videos in English from now on. And you're welcome. So everybody's welcome. So register, the thumb up, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for everything. Thank you, José, and have a great night. Bye-bye.